Detroit Lions versus Chicago Bears this Sunday. Detroit Lions still in the hunt for the number 1 overall seed.
I want to know.
Chicago Bears in the hunt for some sort of pride, some remnants of being an NFL team.
Yeah.
I gotta send you the video. Did you see the interview with DJ Moore?
No. Was he just broken?
Yes. Yeah. He's literally already talking about vacation.
No way.
I swear to God.
Oh.
I gotta find the video. I'll get it out to Chris. But yeah, Detroit Lions, Chicago Bears this week. Before I get to the injuries, actually, real quick, do you think there's any sign of life, fight at all in these Chicago Bears?
No.
They're cooked?
They're cooked. They don't have a coach. They don't have a play caller. Their quarterback paints his nails. Like, I mean, no, I think Caleb Williams will be good in the future, but not right now. No, their offensive line is dead. You just talked about one of their veteran leaders is checked out. Their other veteran leader's fat.
Hey.
Sorry. Easy's out there running routes for him. Like this is
got the same haircut and everything.
Got the same haircut and everything.
I love my hair grooming.
No, the Bills are
Chris,
packing it in, man. They're gonna go in there, and the Lions already are pissed. They already have a lot of anger that they need to get out because of what happened last week, and because of the way people, me and other people have been mentioning that their Super Bowl hopes are harder than ever now. Pause. They're gonna exercise some demons on the Bears. They're gonna absolutely blow the Bears out of fucking water, dude.
Yeah,
I'm not worried about no Bears. You got a pen?
I do have a pen, and you may have it. Here you go. Yeah, I'm curious because like I feel like I mean, I'll be honest with you, I don't think there is.
No.
I really don't. I wish like it'd be a lot more exciting to talk about, but I just really do feel like the Chicago Bears team, it felt like their season died on the Hail Mary. But the reality of it is they died when they fired Eberflus, and they have no defensive identity. Obviously, and I shout out to Thomas Brown. I liked him briefly as offensive coordinator, but you can't just throw that in. Like that's like, I don't know. I'm trying to think of a comp, I guess, here at Woodward Sports.
Yeah, why are you about to point at me?
I know, but it wasn't. But it wasn't fair. I stopped myself. It's like throwing fish at CEO of Woodward Sports.
Yeah, it's like
like from sound guy to CEO. It's a big jump. I don't know what the fuck I'm doing here. I'm just kind of winging it. At that point, even if you were prepared at some point, it's kind of, I mean, Thomas Brown, all right, no disrespect to Fish. All right, we're off that. He's just not ready to be a head coach. That was a lot to throw at him. He's already doing a good job as OC. Whatever, man. Here is DJ Moore yesterday in an interview, just kind of talking about the how the season's going and how he's looking forward to the offseason before this division matchup against the Detroit Lions.
DJ, how just tough is this season?
Not tough at all. I'm lying, but it's been tough, frustrating. Definitely with this losing streak, but you know it's football. Some team got to win, and it hasn't been us. Yeah, we need to figure it out. Maybe not this year, but at the beginning of next year, we definitely need to figure it out before we play a real game.
The off season, I mean, it has to be something you guys are already thinking about in terms of get it right. And what kind of ideas do you have when you think about the off season already and training camp and making it better?
What I'm thinking about? Vacation.
To clear your mind of all this?
There you go. Yeah. Let them do all the work and then, just come back and ready to go.
That's crazy.
That is a broken man.
That is a broken man.
That is a broken man.
He's got 3 games left.
That's exactly.
What am I thinking about? Vacation?
I mean, these guys are literally breaking the huddle like, on 3, 1, 2, 3,
Cancun.
Yeah. It's bad, man. I wish there was some fight to make this game enticing. I mean, to be honest with you, for the Detroit Lions, this makes it even more like you got to beat their ass because if you don't, what the fuck are we doing? These guys are ready to go home. They don't even want to be out there. It's going to be cold out too. Caleb Williams is probably the only guy in that field, other than maybe a few other rookies, that if they do get the PT, have something to prove on Sunday. It's really on the Detroit Lions' part. We don't lose games back to back. We're damn sure not trying to lose games to the Bears. Although historically, you look at Matt Eberflus's version of the Chicago Bears have given us problems, but he's gone. This ain't that version of them. What are you giggling at Chris about?
Nothing. No, it's not Chris. I'll tell you later.
All right.
But yeah, this is the most ragtag, worn down, just sorry ass team I've seen in a while. That's embarrassing, dude. That's supposed to be your wide receiver 1. That's supposed to be a source of veteran leadership amongst a young team. A leader on your offense.
Yeah.
And he says, what are you thinking about? Vacation?
That's vacation.
Woof.
Yeah.
DJ.
I know you've been.
What up, Nick?
Banger.
DJ, you ready to play this weekend?
No. Hard pass.
Yeah, I mean,
no.
Yeah.
I don't want to play. I asked this earlier in the year in a heavyweight huddle. Is DJ Moore destined to get moved this offseason after getting that contract extension? The way he's acting, he does not want to be in Chicago. Like, your number one star wide receiver is supposed to be a leader on that offense, especially with a young quarterback. That's the kind of interview you're giving. Like, that organization is completely broken. I wouldn't be surprised if DJ Moore is not a Chicago Bear, even with that big contract.
You didn't hear Lions talking like that when they were, well, I mean, I guess.
No, he didn't.
Even when they were 3-11.
You did not.
Or
You heard
3-10-1 or whatever they were.
Them.
When they won their first game against the Vikings. Obviously, they're all excited. The next game, they're not talking about vacation. They're talking about how to win. They're talking about getting dubs. You got a guy who was... DJ Moore should be trying to win for their head coach. Guys, he worked with you exclusively as the pass game coordinator and then the offensive coordinator. Now he's your head coach. This is his first shot. He got thrown in the fire. You should be wanting to win for this guy, not talking about vacation.
Guys in that locker room are looking up to him. That's a young team. Caleb Williams probably looking at him a little bit. I mean, let's be real about it. As much as a tremendous talent, I believe we all think he is. If your guy, one of your best receivers, probably the best receiver at this point, and shout out to Keenan Allen as well, is down and out like that. Like, where are you at?
Yeah.
Is it? I could see why he's a little bit like that on the bench, dejected a little bit too. Like, the guy, my best option to throw the football to is literally walking off the field mid-play while I'm getting my ass kicked. Does he want to get moved? I don't know, Nick. That's a good question. I feel like that's a good spot to be in if they get the right coaching situation. But he must not. He must have been there long enough to have not even the faith in polls to make the move either.
Yeah, Ryan Poles is brutal. I mean, this whole organization is a dumpster fire right now. I mean, it just makes me feel so grateful to have the kind of structure that we have in place as Lions fans, that we can depend on our leaders, that you don't see anything trickle down the organization like today or this week. It could have been easy to be doom and gloom about the whole scenario, the whole situation with all these injuries. You don't hear anything like that. This team's still going out for the Super Bowl. That team should be playing for pride and playing for their quarterback to, start to show some life a little bit more when it comes to wins going into his sophomore year. That's not what that is going on at all. DJ Moore, I mean, calling the shot now. This guy is not a Bear come 2025 season, the start of it.
I'm not mad at you, and I wouldn't be mad at that move. Get him the fuck out of here.
Yeah.
He's done some damage to us. I would love it if Dennison was gone out of this division. I'm not complaining at all.
I think he's taking his stock, too. He's taking his trade stock.
He really is.
You want that guy in your locker room?
Not a chance.
3 games left.
He was walking off plays.
Yeah.
In the middle of plays, walking off the field. He's talking about vacation. 3 weeks left into the season. This guy's crashing
ahead of a division game.
A division game.
When we put in a reverse situation, by the way, and you're right, you're absolutely right. He's taking his stock because one, he's got a fat ass contract. Shout out to Beth. Two,
fat ass contract.
Fat ass contract, boy. Go get that haircut. Two, I mean, just the way he's playing right now too. They're not even getting anything decent back for him. But I remember Detroit Lions. I guess granted our season wasn't absolutely dead like theirs, but when we had a chance, we knew we weren't making the playoffs. Same situation they're in.
Yeah.
Technically, we still wanted to beat the Packers' ass and kick them out of the playoffs. We still want to fucking ruin their party. Not there, clearly.
No. A couple of super chats from Eduardo O'Neill.
Shout out.
He says the play shows it. They drop wide open passes. That's facts. They're checking out. You could see play by play. And then he says over under 5 sacks for the Lions on Sunday.
That's a great question.
That is a great question. I like
that is a tough one to
over
answer
under
because
5?
That's a lot.
we have not been. We've been getting pressure. We haven't converted them to sacks. And even when I look back at the sacks from this previous game against the Chicago Bears, I noticed Lee McNeil was heavily involved in a lot of them. The other ones was Caleb Williams holding on to the ball too long. That's a great question. I'll take it over. It's because I hate the fucking Bears. How about that?
Yeah, I'm going over too because they need it. And they're going to be sending blitzes. And hopefully Jamal Adams gets part of those packages. Hopefully if he can play. I don't think he's going to. But they're going to need it. Caleb Williams takes sacks. Pause.
I mean,
he does.
Which is okay.
I mean,
hey, I'm not judging. Just like to shoot straight.
He takes sacks. He takes a lot of sacks. He takes more sacks than anybody else in the league. So, 5. How many times did we sack him last time?
5.
5?
Yeah.
All right, I'll go under then.
You think it's too many? No Lee McNeil?
Yeah, 5 is too much. No Lee McNeil. 5's a little much.
Wow. Not
I'm
a real
going.
fan.
Wow, this guy's scared.
Yeah, this guy's scared.
Way over.
This
No.
guy's scared as shit.
I'm going under.
Shaking in
You going under?
Yeah.
Because of
Oh,
lead?
scared again.
Yeah, it's our defensive line being banged up.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I bet if it was the Vikings, he'd take over.
If it was the Vikings,
No,
he'd
you
take the over
under.
for sure.
No, I would take the under.
Ravens waving Deontay Johnson. Malik Peterson says, yep.
Yeah.
Once again.
No.
He was a sleeper agent. No, we're not taking Deontay Johnson.
No, we're not, you know.
He's a sleeper
he
agent, though.
play
He's going to go
defensive
back to
end? Or-
Pittsburgh. He's going to bring them all of Baltimore's plays. They played him this week. You know, me and Lentz were talking about it. There's something in the water in Pittsburgh with these skill players, man.
Something in the water.
Something in the water. And if I got a brown nose for the gold, then I'd rather be a bum than a motherfucking mother. Oh, yeah. Bitch, where you and I was walking.
Now the gang got the whole world talking.
There's something in the water with these receivers in Pittsburgh, like notorious crash outs. You've got Antonio Brown, obviously Le'Veon Bell. He's not a receiver, but still counts. George Pickens now, Deontay Johnson. Like, do they just draft guys that they know are going to crash out and then don't sign them to?
It's the steel minerals in the water.
Yeah, it could be the steel runoff.
Just fucking, fucking up their brains.